What's going on and what's shaking, Chewy Nation? Welcome back to another ChewbaccaLemma video. I know it's been a while, been a very busy week, but we're going to get back on the sniping grind and solo battle grind and all of that here now. So, just a heads up, hit the subscribe button if you're not already, hit the like if this is helpful, enjoyable, all of those things when you're finished with the video. Thank you so much for that. Now here we go. We're going to talk sniping. We're going to talk about some easy sniping. Not sniping you don't really have to think about when you're doing it. Pretty straightforward. We're not a ton of prices to memorize or anything like that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about solo battles. Let me know if you want any more information on solo battles. I'll give you everything I got. I've done that in my few videos before. Check those out if you're looking for solo battles information. I'm sure other YouTubers have put that out there as well. I have some full games with box scores out there for like 26K games. If you're interested in that. Now, we're going to talk about some sniping. One real quick thing with solo battles, highly recommend if you are doing them and you're trying to get top 10, top 25, top 100, whatever it may be, Lamar Jackson, his superstar card. Don't power him up. Waste of training. He has 6 ability points already on the card. You don't really need any other ability points with your offense. Get him, activate him, escape artist. You can get so many rushing yards when they're in man to coverage. I've shown this in previous videos, but if you're just looking for a little tidbit, Lamar Jackson, 89 overall, is the perfect quarterback and not overly expensive. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to talk about sniping, and we're going to see how we do. So I'm going to start with the high overalls. We're not going to do this because there's not much to talk about. I mean, I could go after these and probably keep going after it and post a snippet of me sniping a cool, you know, Matthew Stafford or whatever it may be if I sit here long enough. But I don't really know how helpful that is, but it would be cool, I know, obviously. These big snipes are always fun. But I want to go ahead and just put this caveat here. If you're going for these, a lot of people are going for these. There's no skill to it, right? There's not that many 92, 93s. So like when I do this, you don't have to do any filtering or anything. You just do 92, 93. You could do it on, let me just search by now because I actually don't know what these go for. Okay, there you go. 330-ish. You could probably sell them for. But yeah, there's no filter, just 1993, and you just sit here and refresh. You may find it better. I don't have my phone nearby. It's charging. You might find it easier. You actually probably will find it easier if you want to go after big snipes to do it on the app. Madden Companion app is what it's called. Android, iOS. If you're going after stuff like this, because it's a little bit faster, which really helps. You know, when you're going after this, when there's hundreds of people going after the one snipe, that's going to help you out. So there's really nothing to it. There's no filter or anything. 1993s. Okay, so that's not really helpful to you because you can figure that out pretty easy. 9091, it does get a little more challenging as you see, depending on when you're on. Right now, we're not seeing the newest cards. I go by time remaining. The newest card being posted has 58 minutes left, not 59, not an hour. So this is bad. So we're going to have to do some stuff to our filter to make sure we're seeing the newest cards. So you could add like the letter A. It's always one. If it's close to it, I like A. This should be barely over an hour. Barely. Yep. So this is good. You're going to see cards posted for 59 minutes now. And we got a filter. Bam. I don't know if these are good deals, but yeah. So you got a filter and you can just refresh now. Same as the 1993. Again, it's so simple that you're going to have some decent competition. Definitely going to have more success on this than 1993 over the course of time, for sure. I don't even know, what do these things go for? Okay, about that. That's a good price. Okay. You're going to have more success on something like this. The lower overalls you go, you're going to have more snipes. Just that's how it's going to work because less competition and just more cards being posted. You know, the higher overalls, there's not as many of them, so they're not being posted as much. And yeah, supply, demand, all that stuff, not as many snipes. So yeah, you might find that this is better. You actually probably will find that you're going to get more snipes with a filter like this. Again, letter A. You're really just looking for, I have no idea how much Cunningham goes for. I hope that's okay. So he's about only 200, dang. Cool. So you're really just looking for making sure you're seeing the newest cards, which we are here. So that's cool. Shocked. It's crazy how cheap cards are right now. All right, 991, there it is. There's nothing really to talk about there. And we're going to get to the filters that I like. We are no money spent, guys. We're no money spent. We do our dailies. You know, we do a little bit of solo battles. But outside of that, you know, that's really, and work the auction house. So that's kind of our thing. But here we go. So 88, 89, I'm going to take the letter out. Again, all the letter does is it will only show cards that have that letter in their name. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so 88, 89. Again, look at this. I'm looking by time remaining because this is a good way to see if you're seeing cards posted for an hour. So right now, this is descending order. The most amount of time left is 46 minutes. And we need to at least see cards that are posted for an hour because that's the brand new cards. You can't put a card up for 45 minutes. So this is a bad filter without doing anything to it. So you gotta do some work. So you could throw a letter in, mess around with cap value, maybe all offense, all defense. You could try different stuff. But now we're at 4 hours, over an hour, which is good. And we have a filter. You don't have to just stick with this. You could switch letters, move around and stuff. But here's a filter that you could use. And you could go ahead and snipe and see if you can land something. Now, I didn't talk about prices on this. So before I go ahead and do any sniping, I would look at what cards are selling for and all that. Which I didn't do because this isn't the focus of the video. But again, this is pretty good. 88, 89. I like sniping 88, 89s. It's way more challenging than what I'm going to talk about soon because the value of the cards are so different that even though the minimums are whatever price they may be, you know, 88 selling for 75k, 89 selling for 100k or 90k, whatever it may be, certain 89s will sell for 95, other 89s will sell for, 150, 200. And unless you really do this sniping a lot, it's hard to know. So that's why it's much more challenging when you're doing it, and why I recommend checking out my sniping guide, even though it won't help you with every single price, but highly recommend checking out my basic sniping guide, which I have linked down in the description. So there's that. I talk about that filter actually in the guide, something like that. But I'm actually going to move to 86, 87s and 80, 45. So this is kind of the idea. So 86, 87s. We're going to look at these. So right now, as of October 16th, this is what they are going for, mid-40s. A little bit less than 45 because this one looks like it may not sell. So 44, 5-ish, a little less than 45. After taxes, about 40,000 coins for 86s. 87s, about 50. Maybe a little bit more, 51, 52. But we'll just say 50 for this. You could probably sell them for a little bit more. That after taxes, 45,000. So anything under 40,000 for an 86 and 45,000 for an 87 is a guaranteed profit. And it's not a bad idea just to buy those because sometimes they'll go for a lot more if you really don't know what you're doing with prices. But the nice thing is sometimes some of them will go for more, which is nice. But obviously Ryan Ramczyk, we can see some of the 86s, 45,000 is about the max you're going to get for them here. So what I recommend is usually giving you a few thousand at least, so 40,000 and under is a profit, maybe like 37, 38 at least. Some of those will sell for more than 45. If you don't know your prices and you look it up, you're like, oh wow, I can actually sell for 50 or maybe more, which is nice. But that at least gives you an idea. Okay, so I can get 40 back. How much do I want to make? And that's really up to you. How much do you want to make per card? But we see 49 minutes here, so we got to do some work. You can simply just do all offense, all defense. Now, this isn't maybe the best because, it's a fine filter. It's a good filter. It's maybe not the best because it's so easy. And a lot of times, a really easy filter is going to be more competitive. So simply 86, 87 all offense is you're going to have a lot of competition. So you might find that your snipes are going to get taken a lot more. So you might find that 84, 85 is a little more successful because it's so easy to find a good 86, 87 filter. I have one right here. This is a good filter. It's really good. There's no issues with it. It's I'm gonna guess. I don't think Lamar goes from. Or see, I don't even know these prices. All of them. So 41, and then you see a jump to 48. Maybe you could sell it for 48. But I don't know these prices by heart, so that's why I'm looking them up. But because the filter is so simple, and I was able to find it so quickly, a good filter, great filter, other people can do that as well. So the competition might be a little bit more, it might just be a little bit more. But once you get farther down, like 86, 87 is where we're at right now, the competition naturally is not going to be as much because people want the big snipes. And they would rather sit on a filter for hours on end and try to get one snipe, which hundreds of people are competing for, as opposed to just keep getting your, few thousand here, 5,000 here, 3,000, 4,000, keep adding up, and that's very consistent, as opposed to going for one big snipe, which again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you're going to find that it's going to be quite difficult. Okay, so we got Tyreek Hill here, 70. I saw the one up. So the reason what I was thinking is, I saw one up for 100 without even knowing the prices. I see one up for 70. I don't think Tyreek Hill goes for 100K, but I at least would want to look that up, because if there's somebody put one up for 100, somebody put one up for 70, maybe he does go for a lot more. I thought he went for about 80. Turns out that's kind of close. But that's kind of what I was thinking there. That's why I looked that up. Okay. So we know what these sell for. But yeah, so Tyreek Hill, that's a good example. I'm glad he came up. He obviously goes for more. 87's minimum sell for 50. He goes for more, which is no surprise because it's Tyreek Hill. But that's something just you'll have to get practice with. Or, they don't really pop up that much. If you miss one, it will stink because that's a lot of profit you could miss out on. But it's not, it's okay. You don't need to know every single price to be successful at sniping. Nick Chubb here, 39,850. I mean, there's a slight profit there, very slight, but not probably enough to pull the trigger. Somebody will buy that, obviously. It will sell here in a minute or so, but for me personally, you're talking, you might be able to sell it for like 46, make a little bit of a profit, just not enough for me to pull the trigger, spend that coins, which I think most people would agree. There's just not enough profit. Making 1,000 coins, or not even 1,000, may have to post it twice to make 1,000 coins. Nope, not a fan. Not a fan. 40,000 for Gonzalez. I mean, you could look them up if you're not sure. So we just go Falcons, 40, 44, 44. Again, no profit to be had. No profit. Don't forget the 10% tax on these, which is never going away. It's a good thing though. I mean, honestly, if they had no tax, then people could just buy. They could buy it for 47 and post it for 48. And sniping, I feel like, would be like dead. It's a good thing. Makes more of a skill to it for sure. Come on, 86, 87s. I don't really need to snipe anything. It's pretty straightforward on how it works. But I kind of did want to snipe something. But 86, 87, I actually have had really good success with. As you can see, it's a good filter. Even if you don't see any snipes, if you've been sniping, it works really well. If you believe me, it's worth a shot anyway. All right, so now 80-45. Now this is the one that I was doing, and I was doing this on stream, I believe, and this is the one that I was shocked with how good it was. So 84s sell for at least 21. These still have a lot of time on. You could probably sell it for like 23, honestly. Here's one at 23 that isn't going to sell, looks like. Obviously, these aren't going to sell. So maybe 22. We'll just say 22. After tax, close to 20. And 85s, you see digs here. Did I miss any 85? Close to 30. Maybe 29, 30. After tax, 27, a little less than 27. Okay, so we got our prices. So now we just try to find a filter where we're going to see the newest cards. Now, you could try different things. You could try messing with cap values. So let me just try. 3140, 7 hours. I'd like it, that's a little, I would like to be closer to 1 hour. All right, let's just see this. All right, so 47 minutes, and let's just try the letter E. Again, I'm just trying different things to try to get it over 59 minutes. That didn't work. Maybe the letter S. You might end up taking out cap value. You just mess around with it. 56 minutes. Nope. We got to see over an hour by time remaining descending. Letter T. Okay, there's 5. Maybe I don't even need the cap value. Let's see. Let's take that away. 59, right on the edge. Ugh, so close. The reason why I don't like that is because it is 59 minutes, but it's right on the edge, so you may not see the ones that are posted for an hour. It's like really close. But here's a filter. I'm not saying this is the best, but here is one that I found within a few seconds. And you go ahead and you see if you can find something. So on the far right, it's been up for a little over a minute. You see a Tony Gonzalez for 18,000. We said we could at least sell these for what, 22, at least 23. So you have that Tony Gonzalez over there just chilling for profit, and nobody's pulling the trigger. What? Is that really worth? I'm gonna buy it. Let's see if I get it. Myles Garrett. All right, so let me see if it's worth more. We knew we could sell them for at least 30, right? So this is the type of stuff that I like to buy because I know I can sell it for at least 30. So I know it's not a loss no matter what. And the cheapest one up is yeah. So this is a good pro. Oh, I forgot. I have to back out to post it. But on my head right now, here's the recent sales. Mine at 25.4, 32.5, 32.3, 32.5, 27.1, 30, 31, 26, 31, 30. So you can clearly see by looking at that, you can sell it for 30, which is no surprise. But also you can sell it for 32 and maybe even beyond. So there you go. We got a nice little, you know, sell it for 32.5. We'll easily sell it for that. We just made 4,000 coins. Cha-ching. It's not crazy, but it's so easy. That's why, this type of stuff is so simple. If you're low on coins, you need to snipe a little bit, this is good. If you're high on coins and you just like sniping, I feel like it's good because it's way more fun when you're sniping cards. I don't really think it's fun to sit on one filter and never see anything, which is what's going to happen if you go after the big snipes. That's up to you, though. You're going to hit some of them throughout the year. You're going to get big snipes if you go after big snipes. Usually, I like some sort of big hit potential, which this doesn't have, which I will admit. A filter like this, you're just mostly going to, get stuff and sell it for 22 or 23 and sell stuff for 30. That's true. Is this, I know these Team of the Weeks. This might actually go for, I don't actually know what they're going for. Looks like this is a buy, huh? Let's see if I can get it. Even though I don't think I'm going to get it because... Oh, I did get it. All right, so I got that. I don't know how good a deal that was. I'm going to buy this one, too. I actually think these are good deals because... dang it. Because of the set. Team of the Weeks go into sets. But yeah, so these sell for... Let me just look it up real quick. Let me see what the recent ones... I tried to get the last one. 27, 30, 29, 29, 27, 24, 25, 24. So... we can at least sell it for close to 30, which is clear. The ones that are up right now, according to my head, which is what it is, 28. Well, you can see it, 28, 6, 31. So you could probably sneak it in between those two and sell it for 30, which is nice. Again, easy profit. Hopefully this is clear how easy this is. I highly recommend 8045, even though the big hit potential is not there. And I usually like the big hit potential. I will admit it. I'm a big fan of, doing some of a filter, elite, maybe with not even usually cap value, maybe team by team, something, positions, something that allows me to maybe see a card that can be 100k, 200k snipe. It's way more fun. But if you just enjoy the hunt for making coins and improving your stack, highly recommend this right here. You could sit here and you could just you could snipe all day. 8045's just so dang money that I just love it so much. All right, we'll go ahead and put Miles up here for which we know we can sell this for at least probably 32.5, 32.5 right there, and we also got the Reader, which I know I can sell for easily 28 because we've seen that the cheapest was 28.6, but I actually think I can sneak it in between the two. I'm just gonna put up for like 30. I think that will sell. And we paid 23 for it. And we almost got another one. So if it sells, which it most likely will, I have to believe, that's 4,000 coins. And then the 22 would have been 5,000 coins in profit, just like that. And that stuff adds up quite well. Real quick, before we head out, I want to show the team. The team is, again, no money spent. Here it is, Lamar Jackson, the GOAT of solo battles. He's not, I use Dan Marino usually. Something already sold, so I feel like maybe I could have put, I think that's what just happened. Maybe I could have sold something for more. But yeah, Lamar Jackson, the GOAT. Defensively, we got the Jalen Ramsey for Derwin versus the World. Again, solo battle, team mostly, but 50 out of 50 Texans, so kind of cool. What sold already? Was it I bet it was the Reader, the Team of the Week, and putting up for 30 was probably a mistake. It was indeed a mistake. Oops. But Team of the Weeks, I'm shocked I got that, honestly. I know people are really sniping those a lot because of the team affinity stuff. But hopefully this was helpful. Hit the like if it was indeed. Subscribe if you're new. That would be awesome. And we'll have plenty more sniping videos, solo battle videos coming as well, talking about filters that I'm having success with and coin making tips in general. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.